how to turn off my car completely, but I'm hoping that this is not somehow connected to my car because it seems like it is, but I don't want it to be. Maybe I need to turn off Bluetooth. Maybe that's the problem. Well, just let me know if you can hear this correctly because
Okay, that might have done it. It was just weirdly, it was like showing up on my screen of my car. Also, I'm feeling like a bit of a genius where you are right now because I'm using like a hair tie and the wing mirror. Let me show you because I have a tiny little mirror available to show you how I have MacGyvered this situation. You're in a wing mirror, hair tie, like tripod. I'm a genius. Hi, Em. Hi, Josie. So, Tuesdays are now a day. Tuesdays are now a day. I'm going to have a little bit of time to kill. Hi, Julia. Is this the first time you've called live? Surely not. Although I feel like I used to do lives more than I do these days. Tuesdays are now a day where I'm going to have some time to kill while Milo's doing his football practice. It's not like a game. It's not something that's like to be watched so much as like I need to be here for him, but I don't need to be watching what he's doing. And I thought it might be a good thing to do like a weekly live from the car because I have this time. So why not? Now, last week I had my Switch and this week I don't. So that's part of it. But a Tuesday night's a good time to do a live? What do we think? Not the first, but a rarity. Yeah, do you know what? I think lives are just a rarity. I think I used to do lives more. I don't know why I don't do them so much anymore. Because I went through and deleted a ton of stuff. Not deleted, but privated so many videos. It really made me realise, because I privated all the lives as well, how rarely I do lives these days. I used to love it. I don't know why I have kind of dropped off with that. What is that? But I have. We've been to Meadowhall today. I actually filmed a Primark shop with me because I had time to kill. Again, it's all time to kill, and I feel like I have to do something with that time. I went to have my nails done, not my fingernails. I went for a pedicure. But when I got there, they did not have a record of my appointment. This is the problem with going somewhere that isn't like an individual running her own business. I went to the townhouse in Meadowhall, which I would recommend to people. I think it's amazing. I love the layout of it. Generally love the service. I love that it's kind of like a foot bath situation. It's very posh feeling, but it's also super expensive. I kind of feel like I can justify it once every 8 weeks, and I can go once every 8 weeks for a pedicure. And I have like gels in it. It just lasts forever, doesn't it, on your toes? But it was annoying because my friend was having her nails done and I was having a pedicure. We rocked up together. We'd made this appointment together and we had gone out of our way to do this at the same time, and they didn't have a record of my appointment. And they were like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes that happens. If someone calls in sick, they kind of move all the appointments around and they just don't tell you that you've cancelled your appointment. They did apologize, and you know, it is what it is. There's nothing they can do about it, but it did feel like they didn't seem apologetic, if you know what I mean. Not to be a Karen about it, because I was very cool about it. Just like, don't worry about it, it's fine. I'll find something to do. We'll come back for my friend. Because Milo was with us. So it's probably for the best anyway, because he was going to have to kind of like hang around while we had it done. So we went off and did something else and then came back. It was actually probably better that we didn't. I then spent the money that I was going to spend on a pedicure in Primark. So that was pretty good. But back to the customer service, I just kind of felt like it wasn't great. Even if it was my fault, I feel like you should be apologetic. You should be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. But there's just a tone, you know, and I just felt like it wasn't there. Didn't make me want to quickly rebook. So instead, what I did was I went to Primark. Since I was there and I had time to kill, we had hours, I thought, why not do a little shop with me. And while I was doing the shop with me, because I truly didn't expect to buy anything, I did buy some things. I did. Not tons of stuff, but it was pretty much to the penny how much I was going to spend on a pedicure. Girl math says that was free money. So I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I also returned something today, and everyone knows when you buy something and then you don't like it and you actually return it, that is money earned. Everybody knows. Customer service is everything. I completely agree. As a business owner, when Karen and I have any issue at all with anything, if anyone even is slightly unhappy with something, I see that as an opportunity. Like, you know, sometimes it's annoying that someone complains about something that it doesn't feel like it warrants a complaint. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? We've all got different expectations, and from a business perspective, every single time someone, and I didn't really complain, but every time someone has an experience that is not what you want them to have, that should be an opportunity to give them an even better experience. That's kind of how I feel, but whatever. Oh, you got a Primark tomorrow as the loads in. So they did have quite a few new things for autumn winter coming in, but it felt like, you know, that kind of time in between seasons where what is it? Are we doing summer? We've got kind of some things are still summer. Then there's a lot of summer sale. There was a lot of autumn winter homeware that was beautiful. I actually bought 2 pairs of pajamas, which is probably overkill, but I did. I bought 2 pairs of pajamas. And what else did I buy? Some just little knick-knack things. No, I don't feel like I bought any clothes. I don't know. I might throw it in at the end of the shop with me because I don't feel like it warrants a haul on its own. But I did just film this morning a try-on haul of, this boob tube is in the try-on haul. They've got some autumn stuff, not tons. I didn't feel like it was like, and now it's autumn winter, because they still have loads of sale stuff, so you kind of still in between. But I think you'll have a good time. And it's a good time to buy things, because it's still warm, it's a good time to buy things for cheap for this summer weather. I bought this boob tube from, just by a show of hands, do we think this is black or brown? I don't have anything easily accessible. Oh, here we go. That is black. I do. My friend made me this. My best friend made me this. She has a, oh, it's sparkling all over my car now. It's like a disco ball. It says, Kyla 40. I'm 40 in 2026. And she knows that. She just wanted to make it. So I'm just going to use it. And then I'm going to consider this to be like, because I feel like from February, I'm in my 40th year. So that's what I'm going to use it as. This is my like countdown cup. Countdown to 40. But yeah, this is black. This is brown, right? This was black on the website. I bought a black tube top. This is brown. I actually prefer it brown, but this was definitely supposed to be black. I also bought some linen trousers, which I had such high hopes for. Ella has them in loads of different colors. She wears them for work. She said they wash really well. They're really comfortable. I was so disappointed. First of all, they're a little bit too long for me, but she is taller than me anyway. I'm not totally surprised by that. However, the material, you know, that material that kind of is just a little bit prickly. It's so weird because linen usually isn't like that. So that was disappointing. Oh, and I bought these amazing trousers from, wait a minute, can you see these stripy trousers? Ah, what a dream these trousers are. I think I edited that video. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning and really tried to get, yes, they're not satin, these trousers, but I would recommend Julia go into Next and have a look at these trousers because they're like that seersucker material, which means no creasing, no ironing, no messing around. They have them in loads of different colors. I got them in a 12. I think that they are a little bit better for being a bit bigger because they're not going to be tight at all, but they've got a drawstring waist, so you can always tighten them if you want to, but they're like pajama pants. Oh, I love them so much. So I saw them on someone. I already knew I wanted them when I saw them in the shop, and then I was like, is this going to be one of those things that I want and then I regret buying because I never actually wear it? So I didn't buy them. Actually, I tried to buy them, and for some reason it wouldn't let me log into my Next account. And when I was like, can't remember my password, did all the things, would not send me any recovery emails, nothing. And I thought, this is not meant to be. And then I saw 3 people wearing them in the same day and was like, I've got to buy them. I have to have them. So I ordered them. I ordered another dress from Primark, from Next. That was also a disappointment. You'll see. But these are amazing. It was everything I could do not to buy another pair. But I don't need another pair because I've got this pair and these will go with everything. So what I was saying originally was I got up at 5 o'clock this morning because I had a lot of stuff to do before the day, like the Meadow Hall and the whatever. And it took me, the traffic we've had today has been crazy. Like I've literally been out since 10:30 this morning and I feel like I've done nothing. So I'm really glad that I got up extra early and got some stuff done. And one of the things I got done was filming and editing that haul. So that will be up shortly. And then while we were there, because I didn't make it to my nail appointment, I also filmed a Primark shop with me, which I really didn't think. I thought we'd seen the end of those. I didn't think we were going to have another Primark shop with me. I thought we were done. But here we are. Here we are. I also filmed some more gaming content for those of you interested, which is probably not very many of you, but I'm really enjoying that at the moment. It's a really fun little project. It's just like a proper, I was talking to someone about it the other day who said that she literally watched one of my videos and was like, I don't even play this. I just bought the game and I'm going to steal my child's Switch. And she said, was it going to keep her off social media? I really feel like when I get into my groove into my phases of playing on my Switch more, I spend way less time on social media. I spend less money because I'm not seeing things. I'm not online shopping. I'm not being triggered to like, oh, I saw this. Oh, I need this. It kind of like takes me out of that world. And although it's still escapism in its own way, it feels like a healthier version of escapism. I don't know. I love it, especially things like Animal Crossing, where it feels like you're building on something. And especially because I now am able to share it with people. It's extra fun. Extra fun. I missed some comments. Hang on. Oh yeah, Primark hauls always do well. That's true. That's true. I will do, but again, this was one of the things that when I said I was not going to do the beauty content anymore, I specifically am not making any, I'm not making any purchases. I'm not buying anything for content anymore. So once upon a time, today I went to Primark. Once upon a time, I would have bought more things, or I would have bought more varied things because I would have wanted to make a haul. And like you say, Primark hauls do well. And that would have been my motivation. And so then I end up with more things that I don't need, that I didn't really want in the first place, just to create content. And I really wanted to get away from that cycle. And so although I didn't expect to do a shop with me and I didn't expect to do a Primark haul or a clothing haul that I filmed this morning, I feel like these are things that I was buying anyway. I didn't buy the things to create the haul. The haul was a byproduct of me as a consumer actually buying the things, which is kind of what I wanted to get back to. Also, just to touch on, I was talking in the last vlog about how I was going to make all of my videos private, and I got quite a few comments. I mean, I got one person that was really quite cross with me, it felt like, and I get it, I understand. All the boys are doing sit-ups. This is kind of funny. Oh, they're playing like some kind of game, like a sit-up game. That sounds like a miserable game to me, honestly. But whatever floats your boat, kids. What was I talking about? Private videos. So yeah, I get what people were saying, that they want to be able to go back and rewatch certain content, especially travel vlogs and maybe vlogmases and stuff like that. So for now, I've privated everything. I haven't deleted anything. My plan is that I'm going to just tidy everything up, reorganize things. There's going to be like travel vlogs in a playlist that you can go and look at. You can revisit, do whatever you want with. There's going to be Vlogmas vlogs. They will be in their own playlist. And then there's just going to be like everything in between. Maybe I'll put like Vlogvid within its own thing, because that felt like a bit of a moment in time, didn't it? A bit of a window into someone's soul when everyone was having some kind of mental crisis or breakdown in like 2020 to 2022. that was a real moment for vlogs. I'd forgotten how much I vlogged in that time. It was like daily. It was crazy because so many people have said to me they found me in that time, or they really appreciated the vlogs through COVID, and I didn't have it in my mind that it was like a really significant thing. And I think I was just killing time. I was just trying to find something to occupy my mind with, and I didn't really consider. I was literally putting out a video every single day. It was kind of crazy. But the videos, all the vlogs, all of that stuff, it's going to be available. It was just really a matter of what I was going to do with it. So what I've decided to do, reorganize everything. All of the vlog stuff will be available on this channel, just tidied a little bit, and anything that just didn't make sense is going to be staying private. Then all of my luxury stuff, so like any designer bags, anything like that, I'm downloading all of that content. I'm creating a whole separate channel, and I'm just going to put all of that content on that channel like an archive. So it's all going to disappear from here. It's still going to be here. I can still see it on this channel. It's not going to be quite as high quality because when you download videos from YouTube, they aren't like HD. And some of these videos are old. Like they wouldn't have been HD even then. So I'm steadily, because you can only upload 15 videos a day, I'm steadily putting those all onto another channel. So again, they will be accessible. They'll be available for you to see. They just won't be here, and they won't be muddying the algorithm waters with what are you doing with this channel. This channel is vlogs, and my plan is to give it till the end of the year. I'm going to see if I can kind of turn things around in terms of reach, see whether or not YouTube responds to my change in the content on this channel, and whether or not it kind of allows the people that have even just the people that have actually subscribed and ticked to be notified, allows those people to be pushed out the content. And if it doesn't, if I don't see a difference by the end of the year, then I'm going to start fresh in January. That's my plan. As I mentioned in the vlog, if you missed it completely, just very, very quickly, basically what I've done with both of my channels, but particularly with this one, is because I've created so much different content, like such a variety of content on this channel, and I've gone back and forth over what it was. Originally, this was not a vlog channel. It became a vlog channel. Then I was talking about handbags, then I was talking about candles, and I was talking about whatever I was talking about. Dependent on how you found my channel in the first place, dependent on why you subscribed, will then depend on your engagement and your behavior on my channel. If you came to me for designer handbag reviews, for example, you're not going to click on an existential crisis COVID vlog. If you came to me for a COVID vlog, then you're not necessarily going to click on my candle business vlog. I need to kind of get it to a point where everything is relevant, everything makes sense with each other. And so if it recommends one video, it knows that this is also going to match. All new content is going to fit within that category because the algorithm doesn't know what's going on. That's kind of the situation. And the main problem is if you came to me for one thing and then I'm constantly uploading something else, then YouTube says, oh, people don't want the content that she's posting because you weren't really, I didn't make it clear to you what to expect from this channel. So it's completely my fault. I just didn't know what the YouTube game was. I'm very fickle. I was like flip-flopping here, there, and everywhere. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I got some bad advice somewhere in the middle there. And yeah, that's pretty much the long and the short of it. But by the end of the year, if I don't feel like I can turn it around, then I'm just going to leave everything here as it is and start again, which I'm totally fine with. I love starting again. It's my favorite thing, but it is hard. And so I am going to try and do it this way first. That's kind of my plan. Let me just go back and take a look at some of these comments. I prefer the walk around Primark you do anyway to any hauls. Gives us a good look at what's available. Yeah, I agree. I prefer like a shop with me as well, because sometimes when you watch someone's haul, well, that's just very specific to the things that they wanted to buy rather than what's available. And that's not necessarily the things that I would want to buy. I think I'm still in the middle of my existential crisis that started in 2020. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I found you for beauty 3 years ago. Oh, actually in 2018. Yeah, time goes quicker than you think. It really, really does. I cannot believe that next year it will be 15 years that I have been on YouTube. 15 years feels like, well, is most of my adult life. Like most of my proper adult life, I was in my mid-20s, early 20s maybe? How old was I? Was I 24? I was 24 when I started my YouTube channel. Does that make sense? I think so. That's crazy. Like, I didn't know anything. I was a baby. And I've grown massively in different directions. YouTube's changed. My audience has changed. There's kind of no wonder that I don't really know what I'm doing. And I often feel like, oh, I wish I had my time again. Oh, I wish I could start now. But you can't. And so you have to pivot. So that's basically all I'm doing. And I'm making people cross in the process, I think. September always feels like a new start, I think, because of the new academic year, perhaps a hangover from school days. Could not agree with you more, Tracy. I love a September fresh start. I absolutely love it. Like I say, I'm going to reorganize my content, but I am also going to, from September, like, do a bit of a, like, make a bit of a change in the way that I vlog. I want to try and be a little bit more creative, and I kind of as well, I got stuck in this thing of like, oh, people want longer vlogs, so vlogs need to be more than 30 minutes. And then Lee's telling me, like, he watches vlogs almost exclusively. He watches vlogs instead of TV. He would happily never watch TV again, I think. He just watches like vlogs and Florida vlogs and people like on holiday, and he won't watch a vlog if it's less than 20 minutes. I get that a lot of people do want long vlogs, but I feel like that's not necessarily true. I watch loads of videos that are 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. That's like the absolute perfect time for me for a bath or while I'm getting ready in the morning. 15 minutes. The fact that it's a shorter vlog wouldn't put me off watching it at all. And I will watch vlogs that my husband watches, and I find it painful to watch them because people leave things in that feels to me like filler. It feels to me, you know, like stuff that's happening in between. Whereas I always have preferred to be like quick, succinct in vlogs, not in chats like this, because I can just ramble forever. But in vlogs, I like it to be choppy. I like it to be, we're here, we're there, we're doing something different, make it interesting. And once I had to be a longer vlog, I was like, well, so then I have to leave in the mundane stuff that I used to chop out. And it's not me. It's not really me. So I will try and make them a little bit longer, but long vlogs just isn't, it's not me. And I think that that's okay. Occasionally longer vlogs, but I think if someone wants to watch you, then they'll watch the vlog that you post, no matter how long it is. I can't say that the people I really enjoy watching, I can't say that if they posted a 6-minute video, I'd be like, absolutely not. I would watch a 6-minute video. I would watch a 45-minute video. I don't feel like they're sitting at home being like, oh, will Michaela watch this video if it's this length? I think I'm overthinking it, you know? I say shorter videos. Oh, save shorter videos for when I don't have as much time. I don't watch TV anymore. Love the longer vlogs. Came on YouTube to look up videos of renovating furniture and caught your live. Great excuse to avoid work I need to do. Deborah, what are you renovating? I must know. I love the chatty vlogs. My husband doesn't get it, but I like to feel like someone's talking to me. Yes. Same. Nikki, I feel like I never see you anymore. I feel like whenever I used to do a live, you were here and then you just disappeared from my life. I'm very sad about it. Pivot just reminds me of Friends, always. Also, we're watching Friends with Milo for the first time, all the way through from the beginning. I felt like such a letdown as a parent. We've been watching Will and Grace with him. He loves Will and Grace. Jack and Karen, obviously, forever. He hates Grace, loves Jack. And we just started watching Friends because there were various things that happened. And I was like, oh, it's like on Friends. And he's like, I don't really know. I mentioned Phoebe, and he was like, I don't really know which one that is. I'm like, oh, I failed you as a parent. So we just literally 2 days ago started watching Friends from the beginning with him, and that's exciting. It's very exciting. Long or short works for me. If it's 30 minutes, I'll often watch it in 2 or 3 parts. That's how I feel too. I never watch a 30-minute vlog all in one go. I'm doing other things. Unless I'm watching it in the background, in which case I'm not really watching it. I'm just like, you're keeping me company. Like something like this, for example. If someone was doing a live, or if there was just like a chatty video like this, then I would put this on in the background while I was cleaning, or while I was doing something that wasn't actively watching something, because it's just someone talking, it's just company. Whereas if it was something I really wanted to watch, I'll give you an example. Elise Myers. I love Elise Myers. She is my spirit animal. I love her so much. I want to give her videos my attention. Like, I will watch them 2 or 3 times each. And I would like to watch them on the TV. And whether they are 8 minutes long or 18 minutes long, I will watch them every single time. She is someone I want to actually pay attention to. And then I've got people who feel like comfort people, and they are my background people. And there's no more value in one or the other, but I'm more of an active watcher of some than others. And I feel like I'm maybe a passive YouTuber for a lot of you. Oh, you're going to recover an 80-year-old chair. That's so exciting. Recovering chairs, particularly, is that very exciting. Oh, also, I did show you at the very beginning of the vlog, of the live, but where's it gone? Can't see for the live. Where? Oh, there it is. So I want to show you now. I've got some people that have actually joined the live. How I've MacGyvered you onto my wing mirror. Are you ready? Are you going to be able to see? Maybe. Oh, here we go. Look, I'm using a hair tie, just a stretchy hair bubble, and you are connected to my wing mirror. I feel like a genius because now I can like move you around like this. Oh, I miss Miss Gold Girl Vlogs too. I do. Do you know what? I was talking about her with someone the other day, and she pivoted her content. I can't fault her for it at all. You recognize, you know, what are you doing this for? And if you need it to give you back as much as you put in, then you have to pivot to whatever is going to make the most financial sense for you. I never wanted that to be my reason for YouTube. Jesus, if that was my reason for YouTube, I would have quit a long time ago. I wanted something else. I mean, the candles has now become like my actual secondary income. And then the YouTube of it all is like, yeah, we get some money here and there. But if it went away completely, I would always do YouTube in some way, shape or form. I've always said, you know, maybe it would be diminished, maybe it would be less if there was literally no money, but there would always be something. I just get so much from it. I really feel I would be less without it. For all of its faults, for all of its negatives, I wouldn't be who I am without it. And money comes and goes. You know, there are so many different ways of earning money. This is such a special thing. This is something that, like, if you just got money and this didn't exist, I still wouldn't be, this fills my cup, you know? However, I totally get the amount of time that it takes to do, and sometimes you have to get something out of it. You have to get something tangible out of it. And I know of a lot of people that I used to watch who changed their content to center more around shopping and links. And LTK has got a lot to answer for because they feel like a pyramid scheme, truthfully. Used to be called reward style. It was like a, you know, like with the pyramid scheme things where you have the women who are like, and at the top of the pyramid, if you get to the top of the pyramid, they'll buy you a BMW. That kind of thing. That's how reward style always used to feel to me. In America, they would take their like top earners and they would do like a trip. They would all like, they'd do like a summit, and all of the top bloggers, all of the top earners would come to this summit, and they would all like be away for the weekend in Texas or wherever they were, Nashville. And I always thought it kind of had a weird thing in common with that like pyramid scheme vibe. And I get it. It's all affiliate marketing. All of that is affiliate marketing. We're like building on the shoulders of other people, but it just doesn't feel good, you know? Doesn't feel good. I've always been rubbish at affiliate marketing. I go through phases of like, I'm good at it, and then I'm like, oh, I can't get away from that icky feeling. In an ideal world for me, I would like to make money only from ads on YouTube, never take any sponsorships, and not do any affiliate marketing. That would make me feel the best, because then you never feel like you're selling to people. We all know without vlogging, with vlogging, you'd be in a mental institute. I think you mean without vlogging, because 100%, yes, without, exactly, without vlogging. This has been such a therapy for me, and although it's not a good idea to do that, and oversharing to the degree that I have has definitely been a negative thing in my life, the positives still massively outweigh the negatives. Definitely. And the number of people who have enriched my life because I've been so vulnerable and way overshared on YouTube, I just can't. It's so many more than have ever made me feel less than. Unfortunately, you know how it is, and the mean people always, they really burrow in there, and they're there forever. You know, like when your mum says something to you and you'll never ever forget it, and you're like, oh, I remember when she said this to me when I was 12, and it's just like buried inside you, and it's like a permanent mark on your soul. That's kind of like when someone says something mean at a particular vulnerable time online. It's just always there, and it doesn't matter how strong you want to be, it doesn't matter how thick your skin is, it's just there. You know it, it's there. But all of the goodness still outshines that. Otherwise, why would you do it? Well, possibly because I need it for therapy. Oh, I don't feel like I've ever promoted a dud product. I don't feel like I have, but then, you know, maybe we just had a similar experience and there are other people being like, she promoted this and it was terrible. I don't know. But in an ideal world, that is the only way I would make money. Maybe. Someone told me I had a fat face when I was 6, and I remember it at nearly 40. Jesus. Well, I remember someone saying that they had a real thing about, like, a real complex about being told that they look like their dad, because they always felt like that meant that they look like a boy, and they always, like, as an adult, they just couldn't shake it. It's so annoying that we can't, like, our logical brains know that's ridiculous and, you know, just move on. But the illogical part, it's hard, isn't it? It's really, really tough to just be like, no, that doesn't mean anything, because it's just in there. They get in there. Oh, I bought some wax melts at the weekend, sampling scents to get a candle. Can't wait for them to arrive. Oh, I can't wait for them to arrive either, Sarah. I have nothing to do with that. I make the things, although I don't make the wax melts. Karen makes all the wax melts, and Karen sends them all out. It's fantastic. It's a great little system we've got going. I do all of the social media and all of the website stuff, which can be annoying, don't get me wrong. And I make all the candles, which I love, and the labels and all of that fun stuff. I do like kind of the tech stuff and the candles. And then Karen does all the shipping. So I give her all of the stock, and I have never shipped a package in my entire life. I feel like we could do it like for fun. I'll do one. Did I miss anything else? I feel like I didn't. I was watching someone whose channel has almost 4 million subscribers. He said it's still be a few nasty comments. Oh, it still is a few nasty comments. He remembers most and thinks about them over and over. Yeah. I get you. Yeah, it's hard. There are stupid things, but then at the same time, I also still remember the very first person who commented on my YouTube video in 2010 was called HairLove79, and she would say, would you make a video about this? And I did, and then we would have conversations, and I don't know what happened to her, but I loved her. And then there was someone else who, when I was trying to have Milo, I had a trying to conceive channel, because I've had many channels over the years, diversified /ADHD, and I remember she was called Butterfly TTC, I want to say. And then she came back a couple of times under different names and she said, oh, it's me, blah, blah, blah. I love that. You just kind of remember people. It's really frustrating, I will tell you, as a creator, when you change your usernames or you change your profile pictures, because I will know you by your username or your profile picture, and then it changes, and then I'm like, is this the person I think this is? I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's very confusing, so please don't do that. That would be great. I love, oh, Beach House and Good Morning Candles. Beach House is a real, everybody loves that one. Oh, and Manifest, apparently we only got one Manifest candle left. Karen just told me. I don't know because I don't have the stock. Oh, have you completely stopped makeup videos now? So that's a great question. Yes and no. It's not that I'm never going to make makeup videos ever again. I've actually bought a few things recently and I'm going to do like a little beauty haul. What I have done is I have stopped being a beauty blogger or a beauty vlogger. I've kind of stopped. I am not a beauty content creator. What would you call it? A beauty vlogger? I'll tell you what we used to call it, a guru. I somehow like changed. No, I can't do anything about this shadow on my face. I'd like more shadow on my face, ideally, but there's nothing to be done about it. I don't want that to be like, that's what I do. I will occasionally talk about makeup. I will occasionally talk about beauty. I'll do a get ready with me. Maybe I'll go shopping. Maybe I'll do this or that. I didn't want to be like, this is what I do, and I have to create content only around this, or I have to make sure that I'm creating enough content around this, because I was buying things that I wasn't really interested in. I was bringing things into my house that I wasn't really interested in. It was super wasteful. It was money I didn't need to spend, and the content to me felt forced and disingenuous towards the end, and that's why I'm not doing it anymore. It's not that I don't like makeup. It's not that I'm like, I don't care about the beauty industry. It's none of that. I like all those things. I just don't want to be, I don't want to be forcing it anymore. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that channel. I'm not sure. Once the declutters are done, I have got like some little bits, some shopping things to post there in the meantime. But once the declutters are done, I don't know what is going to become of that channel, especially given what we've been talking about this week about algorithms, and if the content doesn't match up with what people are expecting, then basically you get shadow banned. I've already kind of screwed up both channels though, so can it get worse? I don't know. I don't know. And part of the whole thing of me saying I'm not doing this anymore was me trying to reset the expectations. But making a video and saying I'm not doing this anymore, I'm not talking to every single person who could potentially ever find my channel. You could find my channel through a beauty video, go, oh, I really like this video, subscribe, and not know that I'm not doing that anymore. So it's, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But to answer your question, it isn't going to be the sole focus of that channel. That's the plan. But I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will just leave that channel as an archive and I'll just do vlogs. Maybe I'll create a brand new channel about something completely different. I don't know. I'm kind of in a bit of a transformative period right now where I am testing the water a little bit, seeing what I enjoy creating outside of the box that I put myself in 14 years ago, and what you guys are responding to. So I put a few things out, I'll see what your response is like. I put a few things out, I see what YouTube's response to that is like. Are you going to show people this video? Because I can see from the back end how many people YouTube shows the video to, and it's not that many. The problem, of course, is from YouTube's perspective, all they want is people to stay on their platform. So if you've come to YouTube to watch a haul, for example, and then you go to your subscriptions and they show you some of my videos, and you're like, oh, well, I don't really know if I'm interested in that. Like, I wanted beauty hauls, and now she's talking about candles. And you just skip it. You're like, I'm not going to watch that. They will show it to so many people, and if enough people don't click on it, I'm a bad investment of that real estate on YouTube. They have only got so much space to show you something to keep you on the platform. And if I am not getting the clicks, if that thumbnail that I've created is not getting the clicks, or the title or the topic is not grabbing you and you aren't clicking on it, YouTube are like, she's not a good investment anymore. This is not worth the risk. We're not doing this. And so they stop showing my content because someone else is more likely to keep you on the platform. That's how it works. And that is why I'm kind of in this. We're just kind of in a testing phase, is all. But I am kind of very aware that I said I was not going to do beauty content, and I haven't actually stopped yet. So it's not that I'm not ever going to do it. It's just that that's not all I'm going to do. I've watched you for years and years, and I watch old Miss Budget Beauty videos for nostalgic purposes. I get that completely. Like, today when I was downloading a ton of old videos from this channel to put over onto like a handbags channel. I think I'm going to call it Diary of a Spendaholic because that was what this channel was called originally. But when I was doing that, I saw the many phases of me. I saw the many phases of like my hair and what I looked like. And I was like, oh my God, I was so young, so long ago. I saw Milo when he was little, sitting on my knee while I was trying to make a video. And it is kind of like, it is weirdly nostalgic even for me to see the thumbnails and to see, I'd be like, I've been doing this for a really long time. Yeah, it is super complex. It's a weird thing. Oh, you enjoyed the format of the podcast with Emma? Yeah, we're definitely going to bring that back in August. Do you know what's weird? We were actually talking about yesterday whether or not we wanted to do that as a subscription model, basically as like a membership thing where you had to be a member to get the podcast. Whether or not we do it as you have to be a member to get the podcast as it's coming out, and then at the end of the season it all becomes available to everyone. I don't know what we're going to do, but we've just kind of been considering our options. And again, the podcast isn't in line with any beauty content. So if you come to that channel for beauty content and then you're being fed a podcast, you're not clicking on it because you're not really interested, or you're not clicking on it because you're not interested in someone else on a channel that you've subscribed to one person, that also kind of weakens that. Whereas if it's a membership model, that's not going to have that problem because anyone that sees it is already signed up to see it. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but that's also a consideration. It's not a financial thing so much as like, again, trying not to dilute the chances of people seeing the content that you're creating, because you know it takes time. Everything is it's just, why do we have to play the YouTube game? It's so annoying. A lot of YouTube create 3 or 4 thumbnails now and change. Right, so do you know what's so funny? I've done that before. Change the thumbnail and like switch it. So what you can actually do when you upload the video, people have done that for years, like create, and I've done that in the past, create a thumbnail and then change it every few days, change the thumbnail so it appears fresh. We're giving it another chance. Let's see if maybe this thumbnail works better. So they've recognized that this is something that people are doing. And YouTube now, when you upload the video, gives you an option of uploading multiple thumbnails and then it tests them for you. I haven't done that since they've brought that in as a feature. Maybe I should. Haven't done that yet. But when I have done it myself and actually changed the thumbnail, I've almost every single time had someone annoyed with me because they've accidentally watched a video twice because the thumbnail changed and they thought it was a new video and they were actually annoyed about it. I don't know what to say, but the fact that you watched it all the way through and didn't know that you'd seen it before, I don't think that's my fault. I don't know. Also, sometimes when I get multiple complaints, critiques, I'll be like, I'll get really in my head about it, and I'll make a change, or I'll do something and be like, oh no, this is annoying a lot of people. I really should do something about this. And then I'll like go through this whole thing, this whole song and dance of like, oh, I'm going to start doing it this way. And then something clicks and I think, I need to just go back and see who these people were. And it was always the same person. And it was just one person. But of course, one person who's annoyed always is louder than all the people who are just fine with everything. That is just the way that it is. I don't know how long this football thing is supposed to go on, but that is definitely on them, Nikki. Definitely. And totally a job's worth situation. But it is kind of funny that someone would be annoyed that they watched the video twice. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, because that's best case scenario for me. You watched the video all the way through twice. Great. So what you're telling me is that worked. That worked really, really well. But yeah, but you make a good point. See, again, this is the thing. The people who are playing the YouTube game well are doing these things. And I've never enjoyed that. I've never enjoyed the, like, what you have to do to be seen on YouTube. I just kind of want to post stuff. By the time I've edited a video, I'm over it. I just want to post it and respond to comments. That's all I want to do. I don't want to make a thumbnail. I don't want to make 3 thumbnails. I'll tell you that for nothing. I don't want to make a thumbnail. I don't want to write a description. I just, once I've edited it, that is like, I'm out. That is now done. Like, I'll give you an example right now. I have 5 gaming videos that I've edited and uploaded and I have not made thumbnails for, and I don't want to do it. I'm going to do it tonight, because the longer I don't do it, I just don't want to do it. That's something that potentially I could outsource at some point, because it's so annoying. It's so annoying. And you can't be objective. You make a video thumbnail and you're like, oh, I like this. But then I see other people's thumbnails and I'm like, well, I could do it like that, but it just doesn't feel like me. I can't be objective. And you kind of have to keep up with the trends of thumbnails as well. And I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. But if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to play the game. And that is basically my last quarter. My last quarter of 2024. Everything is changing on YouTube. The last quarter of this year is going to be absolutely manic for candles. It's going to be crazy, crazy busy. I already know, based on how many orders we've had in August for the autumn collection. I know it's going to be wild. And so rather than think, let's take my foot off the gas with the YouTube, which is kind of what I did over the summer while I was really focusing on the autumn collection, which I'm really glad I did now, because it's done so much better than we thought it would. Like, just, I think just throughout the entire thing of Smoke and Matches, we have truly been just continually shocked by how many people are buying, rebuying, and telling us how amazing the products are. Like, major imposter syndrome, because we both talk to each other like, someone told me the other day that they've just come back from Florida and they didn't buy anything from Bath & Body Works for the first time because they buy candles from us. And I'm like, what? For real? Like, you seriously, are you saying this to be nice to me? Are you saying this when we haven't had anyone be mean? It is the craziest thing. And it kind of comes to a certain point where you have to think, maybe they're good. Maybe they're actually really good. But that's difficult. And thankfully, Karen and I kind of talk each other down from these many ledges of, no, surely not. Even like, I don't know, even when we get like the most amazing reviews, we just can't, you can't quite believe it. You can't quite believe it. Oh, you're currently burning Witching Hour, my favorite one of the autumn collection. Favorite. Just mentioned Taylor Swift in a video, so you can put her in the thumbnail. Instant views. Well, in my last vlog, I did talk about Blake Lively, and I talked about the whole thing. Well, kind of. Talked about the whole drama of the, I can't even get into it because I'm going to get so angry, of her new movie. I just got, like, I got into so many arguments. I had to go through and methodically delete every comment that I had made because people were arguing with me. Even people that were liking the comments that I'd made, I have to stop. So many times in the past week, I've typed a full response to people, not about that, about various other things. I'm just drawn into arguments on the internet. I've typed responses and then deleted them and been to myself, why do I need to add to this? Why, this isn't a conversation I need to have. Why are we having this? I don't need to talk to these people about this. Stop it. It's very difficult. And so I can't do something. I couldn't do like a clickbaity thing. I definitely wouldn't want to talk about Taylor Swift. I can't open up a conversation that is going to end up in arguments because I can't do it. I will argue to the death. If I think that someone is being treated unfairly, I can't deal with it. So I have to just remove myself from the conversation. This is why I felt so strongly about Meghan Markle, because I don't care about Meghan Markle. Also put in the thumbnail, you have a huge decision to make. Loads seem to do that and it ends up something silly, but hey, I clicked on it. I'm on my hair health journey. I have loads of breakage due to bleaching my hair for years. Oh, any recommendations to help your hair grow? Do you know what? And I know you don't want to hear it. I've been there. I've been there, friend. There are no products. Rosemary oil is a complete swizz. The amount of rosemary oil that you would have to be using, your hair would just be constantly greasy. It's totally BS. There are no products. There could be supplements, but there are no. I won't take supplements, and I'll tell you why. Because I have enough facial hair. I don't need to be putting that on the extra. If I take something that's going to help my hair grow, it's not just going to make my hair grow on my head. Everything's going to grow. I can't do it. So this is the only reason I have never tried any kind of supplements. And yes, arguing is engagement, but it's in my head all the time. I can't, it's just, while I'm in like a feud with people, strangers on the internet about nothing that is of any consequence to me, Blake Lively, I don't know her. I don't even care about Blake Lively. But while I'm in these feuds, it's like boiling up in my mind. Taking up bandwidth that needs to be doing other things. I have other things to do with that bandwidth. I can't be talking about Blake Lively on the internet as often as I have been. But yeah, you need to just leave your hair alone. And I know it's really annoying to hear it. Have a good cut and then just leave it alone and it will actually grow. And that is it. That's the whole thing. I had so many people ask me, how did you grow your hair? I'll tell you how I grew my hair. I just left it alone. I had my entire life, people told me to leave my hair alone. I never wanted to listen. And then one day I cut it all super, super short to like around my ear. And I just didn't have it cut for like 4 years and it grew and grew and grew. And that was the whole thing. Ooh, COVID killed my hair and perimenopause. And so now on HRT, yeah, I've heard this about perimenopause. I'm not looking forward to the many things it's going to do to me, especially, I mean, the dry eyes have started already and that's driving me insane. But I mean, there's so many negatives. There's so many negatives. Genetics for the hair, I'm afraid. That's totally true as well. My facial hair growth is driving me mad. My hormones are way off. I was crying in the shower with it all coming away in my hands. Terrible what a virus can do to you. Wow. Do you know what? My friend had a similar situation where she kind of had a bald patch. And I wonder how much of the COVID hair loss is actually stress. Because she actually did. I can't remember what the thing was called, but it was like a steroid cream that did actually stimulate hair growth at the root. But sometimes it just does happen. Sometimes hair loss is something that you can't stop. Like it all came back and her hair is absolutely fine now, really full and thick and fine. But it seems to be like when it would be the absolute worst time for it to happen because you're already having a really terrible time, that's when it happens. And it's not a coincidence. Also the dry eyes thing. So I've tried a few different eye drops. Also someone told me some specific that I've ordered and I'll see how they are. But I bought some Optrex ones that were for irritated, itchy eyes. They are my favorite so far. The dry eyes ones were fine, but the irritated, itchy ones, I can't explain it. I don't know why they're different. But when I put them in my eyes, it almost irritates my eyes when I put them in. They kind of like, not sting, but they feel like they irritate my eyes. Like, oh, it hurts a little bit. But they do something. Once they've been in for a few minutes, they do something, whereas the other ones don't really do anything. So there's something to that. But I have a feeling this is like permanent now. My eyes are so bad. I would have definitely had a bald patch if my hair hadn't been so thick to start with, being ill. Anything to do with the body is put under strain. Yeah, totally. I feel like hair is a woman's comfort blanket. Completely agree. Such a huge knock to your confidence when you lose it or it's in bad condition. Oh, yes. Okay. Blepharitis. Yeah, I've heard about this a lot. Yeah, I think I need to go to an optician. I'm going to make an appointment. Also, I completely agree with you about the whole thing of like hair and your self-esteem. I think one of the reasons that I decided to cut my hair was because I'd left it, because I'd grown it so long, I started to, I know this is going to sound mad, but I started to kind of, it made me anxious. What if something happens and I lose my hair? It was starting to make me feel like if something happened to me and I lost my hair, how would I feel? And for some reason, the answer to that anxiety was, if I cut my hair, I have control over it. And I can't really put those things together for you, but that was one of the reasons that I decided to cut my hair. I have some real control issues. I do. I definitely do. And yeah, I have had quite a few people recommend the same kinds of eye drops as you. So I'm hopeful that they will be good. But I don't know. We'll see. Right, I'm going to wind this up because I have no idea how long the football, because they seem to be playing a match now. I don't know. I've been here for more than an hour, and I think it's supposed to be an hour. But I want to kind of wind this up or down before he suddenly appears at the car. So thank you so much for joining me and for keeping me company while I had this hour to kill. It's a very, very hot car today. But I think I'm going to be doing this for a while. I think I'm going to be sitting in the car at the same time every Tuesday night for quite a while. So this seems like something that we could do on a regular basis. So I guess same time next week, 6-ish, I'll see you again here. What did you say, Nikki? If I lose my hair, that's it. I don't have a face for hats. What if you lose your facial hair? What if you lose all your hair? Yeah. If you have a beard, like if you have facial hair, not my facial hair, but kind of your facial hair, unintentional facial hair, if you have a beard and hair, and then you lose all of it, that would be so weird. That would be so weird. What if you had a beard and hair, and you wore glasses, and then you lost all your hair and took your glasses off? You would be unrecognizable. Yes, exactly. Nikki, if you lose your hair, we'll all donate our perimenopausal facial hair and make you a wig. I think I could do it alone, honestly. I think I could probably donate enough hair to hook you up with a wig in 6 weeks. I think that's doable, definitely. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again probably this time next week. See you later.